So now let's get into this RuPaul's Drag Race story since we've been talking about RuPaul, because Miss Lala Ree has announced that she has quit drag. There seems to be a lot of people out here that is quitting drag. Also, La Grande Dame quit drag too. So there's a lot of girls out here that's quitting drag. But shout out to Lala Ree, who, sidebar, I am living for this outfit. There's another one that I saw too, but I want to leave it up for a second before we move on. So the Lala Ree experience is here to stay, even if the musician, entertainer, and former drag queen behind the curtain is quitting the art form that helped launch it to international fame. This is a shout out to Entertainment Weekly for the story, by the way. So RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13 and All Stars 8 contestant Lala Ree exclusively reveals to Entertainment Weekly that he, yes, Lala's correct pronouns are he, him, child, here we go. Because, you know, people are already getting irritated by this whole, oh, yeah, y'all go with the pronouns thing. Whatever, let's just go on with it. So they said is done with performing as a drag queen. Now, outside of a few upcoming gigs that were previously booked, Lala is hanging up the wig that made him a global star in the queer community on 2 seasons of Drag Race, including taking the Miss Congeniality title and becoming Queen of the Fame Games on his All-Star run. I forgot that Lala Ree was on All Stars. Now, with his drag accomplishments behind him, Lala said that he no longer feels attached to the glamour and corsetry of the main stage, and that he's very much looking forward to reestablishing himself as in a new spotlight as he hopes to carve out a new path for himself as a singer, performer, and fashion-forward entertainer. And I think that's actually good with this whole thing because I'm like, wait a minute. So he don't want to be like all you other drag race girls, and there's no shady on, but I'm just saying it. He doesn't want to just rely on the fact that, yeah, I'm a drag queen and I got to be in drag whenever I perform my songs like a lot of drag race girls do. He's like, I did the drag race and yeah, it was cute for what it was at the time, but I am a talent. I'm a singer. I could use in so many ways as a performer. You can drag yourself up in other ways. Not necessarily you got to tuck your meat in between your legs and you got to put on a gown and a wig, but you can also, there's other ways of you can highlight your fashion sense and as well as your talent as a singer. So now they said that one incident said, I noticed something was up when you began posting photos of yourself out of drag. Then on Instagram you slipped in a caption that read, maybe I'm saying that I may be leaving the drag behind, but trust me, the La La Ree experience is still very much alive and serving. So they said the bag look finally got you enough that you're quitting drag. He said, I can't take it anymore, solely due to the bag look. Thanks, bag look, you won. Now, in all seriousness, you fully quitting drag? And it's like, yes, how can I put this? I'm removing myself from the drag character. I'm basically removing the drag essence. I feel like drag places us in a box as artists and entertainers. And sometimes in drag, you're limited to what you can do artistically. I like to be considered a queer artist more than just a drag queen. I still plan to entertain, still do music, still do all the things I did when I was in drag, just without the drag. So he said that basically he's going to perform as an artist, but he doesn't want to do drag as a way to show his artistic side. And I'm here for it. He also says that what inspired the choice. Now, he said the following. He said, it's something I've wanted to do for a few years. I never intended to have a full-fledged drag career. I was pushed into doing drag. I never wanted to do drag for myself. I was already in the entertainment industry as a dancer and choreographer. I was doing music before drag. Drag was just a different outlet for me to perform. It blew up. I got on Drag Race, and it took off from there. It was like, I guess I've got to stick with this for a while. Even during All Stars, I wanted to be there, obviously, because the opportunity and platform is amazing, but I didn't want to be there doing drag. I was going through a depression stage at the time about doing drag. That's how deep it was for me. I wanted to be on TV entertaining, and I loved the moments I was out of drag, but the moments I was in drag, I was over it completely. I didn't show it. It was going on for years. Now that I've accomplished everything I wanted to drag wise, if there's no passion there and there's no love for it, why continue to do something I don't want to do for myself? I feel like I was doing drag for everybody else. I wasn't doing it for me. So, with that being said, I totally get everything that Miss Lala Ree is saying in regards to her performance. And I'm like, yeah, get up there in your little your leather leotard, or is it pleather? And you get up there and you perform your little song and fierceness. Like, to me, you giving Kevin Alliance in this whole ensemble, because Kevin will get up there, untucked, put a little makeup on the face, bald head, and perform the house down boots. And I find nothing wrong with that. And I feel like, you know what, in a lot of ways, if the passion isn't there and you don't feel it within your wherewithal to perform, where you feel like, you know what, I was doing all these other artistic things in so many ways. And to me, it wasn't fulfilling me creatively. So I'm only sticking with the drag because the drag basically helped me get where I was. Like that was the thing that took off. So now I'm gonna just keep doing it until the passion isn't there anymore, and then I'm gonna just move on to bigger and better things. And that's what he's pretty much doing right now. So um I don't know. So then they also went in and talked about this whole thing about his depression. He said it was more of an internal thing when he was on All Stars. I felt like I was getting lost behind the drag. Everyone was so focused on the outrageous comedy aspect of it, but I take art very seriously. Sometimes I feel like people don't take drag queens seriously as artists because it's dress up for them. Well, here's the thing. I think that's also because that is the image that RuPaul wants to put out there. Oh, drag is not to be taken seriously. It's just, we're just playing, in so many ways, like we're clowns, we're court jesters, we're just doing all of that stuff rather than um it is about artistic expression. That's why I love shows like Dracula, because it shows off this alternative expression of art and creativity when it comes to the girls who do drag. Whereas Drag Race is just, oh yeah, we just, it's just a little fun thing that we doing. It's nothing like that we should be taking seriously and all this other stuff. But I have to say, if you go over to Lala Ree's Instagram, bitch, she is turning out with the fashions. Like I'm loving a lot of these male looks with all of this. And also, just to wrap it up, he did say he was asked, how do you want people to view you now as an artist? And he said, I want them to see that I'm still an entertainer, more so focused on my music. I never really pushed my music because I didn't want to be considered a drag queen music artist. Once I remove the drag, I want people to focus on my music, and I want to make the music that I want to make. I felt like I was making music to satisfy the drag community. Now I'm making music that will satisfy more than just the drag community and talk about the things I want to talk about as an artist. I'm getting into acting. I can't talk about much about it, but I did get the chance to film something out of drag, which I'm excited about, and more fashion stuff. As you can see, I've been posting on social media. I enjoy my boy vibe way more than my drag vibe. And this is a rare thing, because I have to say, because we don't really hear this coming from a lot of the drag queens. And it's like, yeah, no shade, but I feel like a lot of times when I said this, like, why don't we have a drag equivalent of a Madonna or a Kylie Minogue? I feel like a lot of times when you drag queens start doing music, it feels campy, it feels empty. It doesn't feel like there's any substance to the music. Now, don't get me wrong, I live for Adore, because Adore does give you substance with her music. But it does feel like it borderlines a lot on this cheesy, campy esque vibe when you do drag. I feel like if you're gonna be a drag artist, you can be a drag artist, but take the music seriously. And I feel like Lala Ree probably in her mind couldn't see that you can make serious music as a drag artist, because it feels very nichey when you're making that type of music, especially as a drag performer. So I'm mad at the fact that she's like, you know what? Drag did what it did for me at the time, but creatively it wasn't fulfilling. And now I'm ready to just let people see me, the artist, in my male form. And I want to be a queer artist, but I want to talk about some stuff, some substantial stuff, and not be just like doing silly camping, stuff for the sake of that. So I said all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? Whatever your thoughts are regarding Lala Ree quitting drag to take more of an approach, a more serious approach to her music. Let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.